Hi everyone, it's Cara here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I just wanted to show you this page. I did create a full process video when I painted this page. However, I changed phones, and with changing phones, I've managed to delete the video before uploading. So I just wanted to give you a quick talk through of this page. So this image is from Collage Soup. I think it's the Face It book, but I could be wrong. So don't moan at me if it's not. And basically what I did in the background is you can just see kind of here and here. They call it the confetti method. So just get your paintbrush. With paint, I used rainbow colours, and you just kind of dab on all over the page in one colour, switch to another colour and do the same. Your page will look like a hot mess at the end of that. However, then you bring it together with the next steps that I'm going to talk you through. So I used Faber-Castell paints. They're these little tubes that I have, and I used these colours. So I used Pale Geranium Lake, the yellow is cadmium yellow, the orange is dark cadmium orange, the green I believe is called grass green, yep, grass green. The pink is actually a Finolo magenta. The purple is just a children's purple paint that I get here in Morocco. And this blue is another Finolo it's called Blue, so number 403. So those are the colours that I used in the background. So that was just to create my rainbow of confetti. Then, because obviously, as I said, that looks like a hot mess, I've got this stencil in the background, which is these tiny, tiny little hearts. You can just see them here and here poking through. I used some De La Rowney graduate acrylic in titanium white through my stencil with a sponge, just to put some of those tiny little hearts across the entire page. It just brings it all together, and you don't see as much like the paint marks. This stencil, unfortunately, you can't buy because it's one I made myself when I had a cry cut machine or quick cut machine, however you say it. So yeah, but it's just tiny little hearts. You could do it with any stencil that, you know, to cover your page. Then I added some stamping. So there's this heart stamp here and this one here. These are Tracy Scott stamps. And I think that was it for the stamping from what I can see in the background. Yeah, and then this image, as I said, I cut out, and it finishes here and here, and then I just extended it a little with my Stabilo all fine liner, and then stippled black here to kind of recreate this dress look. And then this one was grey with a little bit of black on it. Just extended her hair out again, trying to match the colours as I could. And then the rainbow is cut off along there. So again, I just increased that archway bit and put a bit of magenta in there. So that's just that stuck on. I did repaint over these rainbow colours using those colours the same as the background, because when you print an image, and I use, I get these as ebooks because I can't get them delivered here in Morocco. So I download the ebook and then I print it myself. So when you get these printed, they don't come up a true colour. So I have gone over these in those colours that I used in the background just to make those pop a bit more. These hearts, this one, some of these hearts are on the background and then some I drew on. So just again recreated the same kind of size heart, same shape, and added one in each of the rainbow colours. I believe there was 3 on there and I've added the rest. And then this is Dina Wakely Media, so made by Ranger. It's her alpha letters. I used the masks in this one, not the stencil. So I laid down the letters individually, and then just with a makeup sponge on, with my white acrylic, this one, I, dabbed up and down, up and down, up and down over the mask to get my girl power there. So the colour of the background comes through in the letters, rather than where it's if you used a stencil, your letters would be white and your background would still be there. But I felt it helped to mute the background a little because it is very bright. I then used the same sponge just to go round the girls and round the rainbow there. So they've got like a little white haze around them, again, to make this image really pop from that really busy background. So yeah, that was quite easy. This came from some wording that I had, Who Runs the World Girls, which I thought was quite good for this image. And then I used my massive black Posca pen. I'll tell you what one it is. It is this one. It's the PC8K, just to do partial borders. I don't always go all the way around. I sometimes like to just do the corners. So just to make that kind of framed, if you like, around the edge there. So it was a very simple page. It took a while, but that's because doing all this little painting in the background obviously takes time, and I do dry my layers in between so that, you know, I don't make mud in the background. I want those colours to stay nice and bright. So dry it in between your layers, and yeah, you'll get these lovely bright colours in the background. So that's how that page come together. As always, I outline my images with my Uniball pen, and I also outlined the rainbow and the hearts. Added a little bit of white highlight to the hearts with the other white Uniball pen. I'll find it and tell you which one it is. It's this one here. It's the Uniball Signo in white. So I used that, and the black one is just the regular Uniball iron. This is the broad one, and I've got the fine one here, which I use. So yeah, that was a very simple page, but as I said, being the numpty that I was when I switched over to phones, I deleted it. So you'll see this one on my Instagram grid soon, but that's how the page was made. So I thought I'd do just a quick talk through of it rather than just sort of disappear the whole thing. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this little talk through. If you did, I can do plenty of these. I've got lots of pages. Let me know in the comments below, and if not, don't forget that every Friday at 5 I post my Friday Artiscape, which is me creating a page, as long as I don't delete them, to my YouTube channel. I also post every other Tuesday, just some extras, and I try to post shorts on a Sunday. So pop onto my YouTube channel, Cara Mitchell Art, and yeah, subscribe, like, share me, all that great stuff. Thanks very much. Goodbye.